Let's light this candle.
Let's do this. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Nithin Thomas. I have a special guest with me today, Shelton, who is a lender with Amplify.
Credit union.
Credit union, correct.
Amplify Credit Union.
Correct.
Yes.
So, Shelton, before we jump in, can you give me a quick introduction to who you are, what you do, and why do you do it?
Absolutely. So my name is Shelton Green. I'm a loan originator, which is also a name for a loan officer with Amplify Credit Union. I've been doing this for almost 8 years.
Nice.
And why do I do it? That's actually a really good question. I wasn't expecting, but why do I do it? It's not just my belief, but there's a lot of people who believe that helping people get into a home, an investment, is the best way to help a person build financial wealth,
Correct.
generational wealth.
Correct.
And it makes me feel good to do that because I feel like I'm helping build community.
Yeah.
And if I can get paid along the way, even better. That's the cherry on top.
Yeah.
So that's why I do what I do. I do it at Amplify Credit Union because it's a locally owned business that started in Austin in the 60s
Yeah.
by IBM employees.
Nice,
It
yeah.
was member oriented then and still is.
Nice,
We're member run.
Yeah.
And we do all the same things that the big banks do, except we do them for the right reasons.
Jump into today's conversation. So, can you give me a quick highlight of what are the talking points that you want to talk about?
I'd like to keep it short and sweet and simple.
Yes.
And the main message I want to convey today is what I believe really sets us apart from the other lenders.
Yes.
We have what is called a buy now, refinance for free later. And some people out there may say, oh, I've seen other lenders offer that, but we have ours is truly free.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about the title fees, the appraisal, the lender fees, all of those are paid by Amplify Credit Union. Some other lenders that I've seen, a few others say, yeah, we can do that too. But what they don't tell you is that they're going to charge you for their one fee,
Right.
which is the origination fee. But even we pick that up. So this is truly, truly free. People, and this is how it works. You first have to apply with us, like you would any other loan, whether it was a refinance or a purchase. And once you are pre-qualified, then we can close you, and you have within 24 months, 2 years, to come back to us and do a free refinance.
Nice.
So people who do a free refi would only do so if the rates are low enough to make sense.
Correct. How does someone qualify for the 2-to-1 buy down? How can they get in touch with you and sort of like that initial process to getting into this program?
Well, like I said earlier, so the first thing is to contact me.
Yeah.
Let's have a phone conversation about
Yes.
what your needs are.
Yeah.
That's the first thing. Then secondly, like I said, you apply online as long as your debt to income is in balance, as long as you have been working the same job or at least in the same industry for at least 2 years. W-2, if you're self-employed, 2 years of your tax returns.
Right.
Then if we get you pre-qualified, again, it takes about 30 days or so, 30 days or less to close you. And then once you close, that's when the clock starts ticking.
Right.
You have 2 years after the date that you close.
Okay.
So we put people on the calendar to reach out to them if we haven't heard from them. So that way we don't lose track of each other.
Nice.
If you remember, back in December, the Fed did allude to the fact that they do plan on,
The 3-year rate drops.
Exactly.
3 or 4 rate drops that is happening in 2024.
Yes,
right?
indeed.
Yeah.
they do plan to reduce the rates 3 times this year. It's believed, and I don't hold me to this,
Yeah.
but the general belief out there among many financial experts is that we could see the first one as early as March
Oh, wow.
when the Fed meets for the first time.
Yeah. And one of the things about the rate drops is that it actually makes a impact in the local markets too, like with regards to supply and demand, that completely starts to shift as well. So the rates and things that you're getting today will become completely different. So I think it's better for buyers who are watching these shows today to like actually contact you immediately and just get in the ship before the Fed announces the rate drops, because it's better to be out of the game rather than kind of step into it once the game has already started, right? So
I could not have said it better. In fact, Nithin, right now, we are starting to see an uptick in activity because people are anticipating this reduction in rates coming.
Correct.
People are out there are used to hearing about the rates where they are, and the fact that they, in the last couple months, they've come down just a little bit
Yeah.
overall, and expect to come down even further. So to your point, it would behoove anyone out there who is even thinking about buying to do it now, to start looking now.
Correct.
Before it gets busy. And as we well know, the late spring and summer is when we traditionally see an uptick in activity anyway.
Exactly.
So now is the time to start doing your homework and your research.
I agree. So if you want to get in touch with Shelton, we will have his information in the description below. So Shelton, we were just talking about the buy now, refinance later at Amplify Credit Union, correct?
Yes.
Beautiful. We have two more questions that I want to address before we wrap up the shoot here. The first one is related to who qualifies for this program, and the second is related to is there an expiration date related to this? So could you give us a little more in-depth details on those two things?
Absolutely. Both very good questions. So who qualifies? Well, there would be anyone who would pre-qualify for a loan or for a refinance. And for us, and of course, keep in mind, every lender is going to be different. For us, it's someone who has a credit score that's at least 600. And like I said, someone who has, if they haven't been on the job for 2 years, at least 2 years, at least in the same industry. If it's someone who just graduated from college, then your college history does work towards your work history.
I see.
Someone whose debt is in balance with their income. And when I say that, you may hear the term DTI.
Yes.
That stands for debt to income ratio. So, like I said, every lender is different. The magic number most people want to hit is 45. And that means that you take all of your debt, like the debt that would show up on your credit report,
Right.
your car loan, you add up all your rent, or add up all your monthly debt, divided by your monthly income, and it should be at 45.
Gotcha. 45%.
45%.
Gotcha.
Or lower.
Got it.
I say that. There are some exceptions, like there are some programs, and that's a whole other that's a different conversation for another day.
Yeah.
But there are some programs out there that will let you go higher than 45. But most lenders are going to want to target 45.
Got it. Okay.
As far as your question about expiration date, there is no expiration date.
Nice.
We're very happy to say that this is open-ended, and we started this, I want to say, in the summer.
Yeah.
And it's helping us get people in the door.
Yeah.
Because people do realize that rates are going to come down.
Yeah.
By how much and when is anyone's guess.
Yeah, correct. So what do you call it? The black cube or something. The 8-ball, the magic 8-ball is like the question.
Right.
Like when you shake it, it's like when will it come down? We don't know exactly, but
If I could tell you that, I would be making real money.
yeah, we both will be making real money if we got
Right.
that answers. Well, Shelton, it was a pleasure having you on the show, sir. We'll be having Shelton on once a month, so please tune in, please subscribe, please follow him on all your social media pages. I'll link that in the description below.
Excellent.
And make sure to reach out to him, ask him questions about the Buy It Now, Refinance Later program. Also talk to him all the other loan products that Amplify Credit Union provides and all the other wonderful things that Shelton has in store for us. So thank you so much. Yeah.
If you don't mind me adding, one of the biggest beefs I hear from my realtor partners about
Yes.
loan officers is that they don't answer the phone. And I am not that guy, okay? I don't pay bills if I don't answer the phone. So
same
even if I don't know the number, even if it's at night or on the weekends,
Yeah.
I do have a life.
Yeah.
But if I don't answer, I'll get back to you ASAP.
Yeah, and then I also have the same policy. Mine is if you call me, it goes to voicemail. The next thing is text, and then if you don't hear me back by text within 24 hours, you'll hear back from me. So,
Man, thanks for having me. This
Shelton,
was
it's a
fun.
pleasure. Thank you so much, sir.
Absolutely.
I'll see you again.
Let's do this again.
Yes, perfect.